It's 10 p.m. in Las Vegas. In the World Series of Poker main event, only 700 players remain, and Leo Margetts is going through a moment of maximum tension. A few rough hands have brought our champion down, forcing her to battle with fewer than 25 big blinds. The comeback has begun. Leo is fighting to regain momentum, but she's far from out of danger. The next 2 hours will be the final stretch of this fourth day, and they will be crucial for the Spaniard. Come on, Leo, we're behind you.
Are 13,000?
The problem when you're short stacked is that you have to be much more careful with the hands you choose to open and fold a lot more. But anyway, it's all part of the game. Oh wow, ace king. This is definitely one of the hands I'm not gonna want to fold. It's a hand that's great and playable from any position with any stack. I'm more than ready if someone gives me action. I've got a pretty loose image. I've been playing aggressively. That's good. It's more likely that other players are gonna want to react to my opens. The hijack calls. I had a weird hand with him earlier, but I'm not really sure how he plays yet. And the big blind has taken off his mask. Well, that makes me think he was doing it more to hide his face than because he actually needed it. I'm not sure what conclusion to draw from that, but that seems to be the case. He folds, so we're heads up. Let's see. A pretty dry flop. I can either bet or check against a player I don't consider very aggressive. I'm going to bet. Yeah.
Big 25.
Thank you.
25 is enough. Well, I could have checked. I've got the king of clubs. But anyway, since I went for the aggressive line, wow, great card, both for my hand and for my range in general. So, all right, I'm going to keep up the aggression. The thing is, I don't want to go with a sizing that's too extreme either, because now, unlike on the flop, I want him to call. $150 in the pot. Anyway, with the flush draws out there, the sizing doesn't make much difference and he'll call anything. I'm not sure how far I can push it. The SPR is 2, which means I have a stack twice the size of the pot. So I like to go for a big sizing that gives me an SPR of 1 on the river. Plus, with all my bluffs, I'll keep betting on this card, which is perceived as very good for my range.
$145.
I might have been a bit greedy, but oh well, he folds. All right. No big deal. It's all good. Every pot is worth taking. And we pick up a few chips, which is always nice.
No quitting the W's. No quitting.
Besides, winning pots without any variance is something I love.
We need the other guy that was just raising every hand.
No, 9, 10, 10.
The guy that went all in the aces with ace queen?
We need him. That guy would have just had like a 9 and just check raised me. I would have just flatted, let him hang himself.
Did you know him?
No, but he told me we know each other.
Really?
But I don't remember.
How did he say he knew you?
He said we played
Oh,
sometime.
that you played.
Pocket sevens on the button. It's, how much do I have?
He said he asked you out.
26
you said
big blinds. It's a perfect hand to call. There's no point doing anything else. Yeah, I like the flat here in position. Not much mystery to it. The small blind is thinking. He just calls. And let's see what my body does. A common mistake recreational players make is defending the big blind too much. That might be the case here. Even though he's getting good odds, it's usually pretty bad to defend here with unconnected hands. Wow, my god, what a crazy flop. Come on, come on, come on. Someone bet. What a dream flop in a four-way pot. Even so, I often expect a check from the original raiser. And indeed, he checks. Time to start building the pot. A small bet. 4 of us in, I'm never going for a big bet. I'm gonna go really small, 1/4, 1/5. I think almost my entire range is going to want to bet really small here, or at least a big part of it. Here we go.
Big 45,000.
Come on, give me action. Yeah, here I'd bet overcards with a spade, ace-x with a spade, the backdoor straight draws, I'd bet those as bluffs too. I've got a really wide range that bets here. Come on. Yeah. The table's a bit slow, to be honest. Seriously?
Can I get a water, please? Like, can you grab me a water?
I thought he was gonna fold, but he's thinking. Go on then, I'll let you think as long as you want. Man, no way. All that time just to fold. Oh, both of them fold, and well, he still has a lot of strong hands when he checks. He's the only player I have some hope will give me action. I'm often expecting a check here, even from premiums, in this spot. No, too bad. Well, we keep racking up chips. What could the small blind have had thinking there for several minutes? Who knows?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
Oh, I'm starting to wonder. Showed you my one bluff over there.
And it falls to me in the hijack. Pocket threes, standard open from this position.
Raise.
It's not a bad table, but it's definitely a very slow one. Whenever I get frustrated by how slow the players are playing, I remind myself that they have just as much right as I do to play however they like. At the end of the day, we've all paid the same buy-in to play this tournament, and we all have the right to play however we want. Also, sometimes, what might be an easy decision for me might not be for another player. So, when I become nervous, I think about that and it helps me calm down.
Raise.
The cutoff three bets me. He's been playing very passively since the beginning. The thing is, I haven't seen any showdowns from him. We both have stacks of about 30 big blinds. Actually, I'm going to call. Let's see if I hit a set and stack him. I think that's it. I'm going to call, hoping to hit a three. Yeah. I'm assuming
Yeah,
he has
two.
strong hands, since
Two
he's
flop.
played very few aggressively. Alright, interesting flop.
Check.
I have a diamond. I think against a small c-bet I should call once, because I figure some ace-kings will bet and then we'll slow down a bit afterwards.
Check. Check is
He
good.
checks. That's
your
never a
turn.
bad thing. Oh yes, let's go. Let's see. If I'm putting him on a marginal hand that checked the flop, what I want now is to put him in a tough spot, so I need to bet. Plus, with the double flush draw out there, yeah. I mean, I think all his bluffs and very strong hands would have bet on the flop. So, to put pressure on his marginal hands, I need to pick a big sizing, but one that applies pressure without being too big to make him fold. I don't have much info on this player. He should be calling with almost everything, right? When he checks on this flop. So I think I can take the ambitious line because I'm expecting very few folds to my bet. Yeah. His ace-king should still call. He has hands like pocket nines and pocket eights in his range. Those hands might fold too often under pressure, but ace-king and ace-queen should call. Yeah. I went big. Come on, call. Come on, I've got a lot of bluffs in my range too. Actually, not that many.
Oh,
Ugh, too bad.
you're betting now.
But alright, another pot. Picking up chips is always good.
Thank you. It's raised.
I agree that the last breaks of the day should be shorter.
Yeah. Well, I think that once the players drop, it should be like 15. When it's like 3,000 people,
yeah.
it's hard to get out of here.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. Sorry.
I didn't realize how long 2-hour levels are. The hour levels are cool. 2 hours are like fuck.
Alright, it falls to me in the small blind. And
400-ish.
thank you. A great super premium hand,
Black
queens
pot.
here, it's a monster. But
I
with
choose.
this stack of 30 to
Wait.
40 big blinds, I'm going to have a lot of limps. So I like to mix in a strong hand like this one every now and then as well. It's a bit tricky.
Too much.
Let's see if that Corona makes you feel like racing. Alright, he checks
Get
automatically.
the high chill.
Good cheer flop.
Yeah, good. I remember this home game I used to go to. They used to put
Since I'm
double
playing it this
crackers
way,
in it
a bit
and
tricky,
fucking
I don't
people
mind
rest
the
their
check.
whole stack, like, I'm like, bro, you know you can just go buy like
Check.
their colors.
And on this turn, I've got the club as well. I think I'm going to check again, and I've got a very easy call if my opponent decides to bet. I'm not sure if I should have built the pot. And well, honestly, what a disappointment with such a good hand. At this point, I almost think it's better to... Nah, that's too passive. I'm going to bet myself. I bet the pot to see if he has a bluff catcher. I think he does. I'm glad I bet. There are hands that will call me, and that will have check behind. Come on. Well, at least he didn't snap fold. Would he call me with ace high? He could call me with ace high, a 5x, 3x. He should. Come on.
Shut
Oh,
up.
let's go.
Queens.
Wow. Nice hand.
Let's go. Well, in the end, it's not too bad.
She limped like a.
Change.
Honestly, my sizing might have looked like a bluff. It worked.
Thanks.
Betting now.
Yeah, it looks like he had something like ace 5 or ace 3,
everyone for coming out.
which he
Okay.
probably would have checked behind, so that's good.
They didn't seem interested. Like I put the high chill.
I like the Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan.
Oops.
Real strength. Real strength.
That's how it was yesterday.
And the ace-4 of hearts. What a nice hand. This hand brings back good memories from this tournament. I've won some big pots with it in the previous days.
Yesterday when I was on the stream, I swear the first like
Crazy.
45 minutes.
But well, I'm not emotionally
I was
attached to
trying
this
I
hand
just,
either.
Like it was just like.
Yeah, indeed. The big blind is going to defend. And here comes another battle. Interesting. It's clear that I can see bet small very often, but if I go for a mixed strategy, this is one of the best hands to check. My opponent will make more mistakes if I check, even though he's a very solid player. But still, getting check raised would be a disaster. Yeah, it's a good hand to check.
Check.
And once I've opted to check on the flop, this seems like a great hand to check again.
That's card.
Perfect. If my opponent bets, I've got an easy call, and if he checks, I'll bet for value. Alright, he checks. What bet size? I'm never going to bet less than half pot here, being in position. 85 in the pot. Let's see. What do I think he'll call me with? What am I targeting? 7x maybe?
Yep.
Too bad, but oh well.
You guys woke her up. Good job, guys.
Honestly, I didn't have much
Good
hope
job,
he'd call
guys.
me either.
We had her on the ropes. Now we're fucked.
It's gonna be a good episode. Crazy.
Did we bet flop? Actually, it was close. So, you know, what else?
I'm pretty tired after so many hours of play, the tension of the whole day.
I also have to go.
Tournament goes to the main event. Complete the hand that you're on. You're on a 20-minute break. 20-minute break for the main event.
This is going to be the last break of the day, and with a bit of luck, we'll bag. But anyway,
Alright, if I'm going home, thank you, table. This
No, no. You know we are all rooting for you. It's unfair, but c'est la vie.
Oh, absolutely amazing.
But, Ernie, vamos.
Thank you.
To me. Oh, yeah, perfect.
and let's see. He went all in again, the player who's been nursing his short stack the whole time.
Oh, good for me. Nice hand.
It was so nice playing with you.
Very nice.
Really? No, you made my day, honestly.
You made my day. You all made my day. Pay out 5, 2, 3.
My energy level right now is through the floor, but there's no way I'm going to ease off. This is the most important level. Everyone's tired, not just me.
Thank you.
We're starting up in a
The table won't be the same.
Busted already.
Remember me?
Eh?
Remember me?
From where?
Last year. No, probably not.
I mean, now that you say maybe, but I don't know.
Tournament dealers, you may prepare your deck, but do not deal. You may prepare the deck, but do not deal. Tournament dealers in the main event, we're coming back small blind 10,000, big blind 20,000 with a 20,000 big blind any cards in the air. 10, 20, 20 cards in the air. We will be playing 1 hour of this level, and then you will be bagging for the evening.
Oh, great. They've announced that there's only 1 more hour of play. That's right. I'd forgotten, instead of 2 hours, just 1.
I could swear.
And well, my goal coming into this Vegas series was to stay really sharp. The last levels of the day are so important, and sometimes you lose focus a bit because you're tired. But those are exactly the levels where you can rack up the most chips. They're the most crucial levels.
Oh, yeah.
It's so important to be in good shape for the last hours of play when everyone's exhausted, and being a bit less tired than the rest can make all the difference.
Okay, thank you. Oh, you just said at the wrong table, huh?
Sorry, no, because I'm injured and I need to be.
sorry,
No.
sorry.
Does it bother you if
No.
I extend the leg?
No, shoot.
Thank you. Sorry. I mean, we could take it out until he comes.
No, put it wherever you
No,
want.
like this. I need to put it like this.
Does that work?
Yeah, as long as I can do this,
Okay.
it's fine.
What have you done?
It's honestly the most annoying injury I could have, where the worst thing for me is sitting down. But for now, I'm not gonna complain.
Sorry, do you mind if I put the feet like this? Because. Sorry.
I've got a ligament tear in my hamstring, and honestly, the sitting position, which keeps it stretched out all the time, really hurts. But well, this granny cushion really helps.
Big blind, sir?
What does that say?
Ryan?
Pokerporn.com?
Yeah.
Wow.
Check it out.
Let's see what this new player they
20.
brought to the table is like.
Training.
Everyone's promoting poker here, and you're promoting porn.
He looks really familiar. I think he's a rake.
She's a poker pro. Oh. YouTuber. Yeah, but he's promoting. Look at it. Look at his shirt. It says poker porn. Never seen that. That's pretty sick.
He opened the very first hand he's playing at the table. And the button is thinking. He has a short stack, he's lost some chips. He folds. Let's see. Interesting. Against UTG, I think I'm just going to call. Getting 4-bet would be a disaster, so I really like just calling here. And there he goes. All right, 3-way.
Thank you.
Good flop for my hand. It's not bad for my range in general either, which has quite a few queens. Let's see what the original raiser does. Ideally, I'd like to be able to check raise, since there are a lot of turns that are gonna kill the action. With a spade, I might be able to check call, but obviously without a spade, I'd rather check raise. Well, that's a standard sizing in a 3-way pot. Yeah, I'm going to raise. How much did he bet? 55? 3 times seems good to me. Yeah, there are a lot of turns that could weaken its value or prevent me from getting value from weaker hands. All right, let's go for a check raise.
Raise.
They fold quickly. All right, not bad. Yeah, I'm happy to have won the hand at this point. And little by little, we're building a bigger stack.
How long the merged? Yeah, and actually, I don't want to do every merge with somebody else. There's something else going on. And now we can plan for the next couple of years.
Another small suited ace.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Let's play it.
Raise.
I really like these small suited aces. They've got so much potential. This time, the button calls. I think I've played 80% of today's hands against him. Alright, just the two of us. Let's see a flop heads up. Interesting flop. I'm often going to check or bet small, but actually my hand in particular is one of the best ones to check and protect the checking range, because I can call almost any bet from my opponent.
Where are you from, bro?
Well, I check hands like pocket kings, pocket queens, pocket tens.
Los Angeles.
So yeah, I like balancing a bit my range by checking this small ace. Okay, he checks. Interesting.
No porn. Regular.
And I like checking again here. Honestly, I don't see my hand getting two streets of value, and it's a very dynamic turn. Yeah, I like to check here. I can call easily if my opponent bets. He checks again. And well, on this river, I think I always have the best hand, but given the line, my opponent knows I don't have a very strong hand. And he also knows that I know he doesn't have one either. So I want to pick a bet size that's not too big to try and get called by a king X. The thing is, yeah, king X might be the only hand I can get value from, so I can go with a huge bet. He folds. Well, I like my line. And more chips. Great, not too long ago I was super short. My stack is looking much better now.
Check out the lodge. Never been down south. And, I love PLO. Cash. Got that.
Raise.
Uy, sorry. It's late.
raise.
Good luck. But it's like crazy because the final. Andrew plays hash games for like buying. See what I do? Don't do it. Let Brandon do it, please. Watch. I swear to God, I had 10s.
All right, tournament dealers,
But I
complete
also
the
just
hand
won a
drawing
big bottle.
deal.
Ken, I was
4
like,
more hands.
No.
4 hands,
This one plus one.
and you paid 85.
One, 2, 3, 4.
I was so painful though.
Once again, players, once you receive
Actually,
your
maybe not,
badge, you know the
but I would've
drill.
thought about
Put
it,
your
but
then-
name
9-8 of spades.
and chip count.
which we're going to open without hesitation.
Full name and chip count. No nicknames, please. We need to be able to read your writing. Very important
What'd you have that
that
in?
you
When you made
print
it 40?
clearly your name and chip count. Dealers, as soon as you finished your 4th hand, please put the cards away, ask for bags. The 4 men will get to you as quickly as possible.
I was hoping that you called after me because you're kind of in a similar spot. Really, we stopped it on.
He calls again.
No, that's all good. No, we didn't even realize.
The player I've been playing every hand against. This time on the cutoff, and he's got 23 big blinds. Well, his range here is pretty tight, to be honest. When he calls with this stack, I'm expecting suited broadways and some pocket pairs, maybe up to pocket 10s or something like that. Yeah, maybe up to pocket 9s. He knows I'm a bit loose, so yeah, I think when he calls, that's roughly his range. And the big blind calls with a stack of
400,
15
no?
big blinds. Alright, it's a flop that favors me quite a bit, so I can start betting. With this 9 high, I don't mind getting raised. I'll just fold quietly, and if the turn gives me equity, I can keep up the aggression.
Huh? Yeah, I played with him at the win. He's super nice.
Small bet in this 3-way pot.
Dude, even announced it's pretty good.
If he folds, that'd be great. He calls. Oh well. It has to be a spade, or I'm done with this hand. It's a pretty scary call, although, well, he should keep calling with some of his pocket pairs with a heart, suited broadways or a few backdoor draws. This 10 of hearts... Alright, that's brutal. I'm going to check, and I might have checked faster than usual. But, well, since in this spot I'm almost always going to check my range, it's not a big deal that I did it automatically. But anyway, that's it. On to the next hand.
Brandon.
I had a go on the flop and it didn't work. It was a hand I couldn't really fight with.
I'm just gonna go.
Well, Lennox. Now, hands is this.
2, no?
And it was, what's the guy's name? Dylan? No, what's his name? I won,
Let's see.
I won
One more
100
hand.
at Hard Rock, though.
I
The
can't
1
wait
million
for the day to be over.
Yeah, it was-
Alright, come on, focus, it's
paid
almost over.
220. Well, we chopped it, but I got 220. So pretty good tournament player. Not good, but fucking, that was fucking like bingo.
I'm in the big blind, which it's kind of unlucky because I have to pay the blinds before the day ends. But anyway, that's something I can control, so I shouldn't pay too much attention to it or let it get to me.
Once again, tournament players, all we need on the outside of your bag is your name and your chip count. Your restart will be at 12 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be in the event center, gold, silver, or bronze. Good luck.
Okay, the button folds. Let's see what the small blind does. Who's got a stack of about 20 big blinds? 22, I think. Ugh, I'm in a position where I can't see anything. He limps.
You play like 400? No, 6.
44.
Thank you.
Confirmed, 22 big blinds. Alright, I can make a few different plays here. I can raise and apply pressure. I think he's going to overfold. Plus, these are the last two hands. Yeah, I'm going to go with the more aggressive line.
We're done.
I'm going to raise pretty polarized here with the best hands and these kinds of offsuit disconnected hands. Plus, he doesn't seem to be a very aggressive player. But still, I think he knows that I am, at least from what he's seen today. He's seen me get into quite a few complicated spots. He goes all in. Alright, I was expecting that. Well played. Nah.
I told you, you're masked.
I'm not going to lose.
Show it. Show it, bro. It's the last hand. It's the last hand.
Not even for the fans?
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Well, clearly he decided to make that move because he expected me to get a bit out of line.
I'm sure you were nervous. She snapped both.
And now, yeah, come on, last hand. Well, that said, he only showed one card. We'll never know if he had value or we'll never know if he had a good hand or a bluff.
Yeah.
In the event
I
center.
don't know. I probably would have thought about it.
Can you pass me?
See, I saw
Thank
it
you.
10 times. I just was like,
You had it or no? You had it or no?
I don't think we did. I did. I saw. Oh, okay.
Wow, the best moment of the day, bagging. That feeling of having battled all day long, what a joy. Now let's see. I'm counting my exact stack. It's 810. After an absolute roller coaster of a day, I'm really satisfied and very happy. I've got no regrets. I think I did the best I possibly could.
Where you from?
I fought as hard as I could, taking my time without rushing.
You know Cal Burns? Cal Burns? Yeah, I do. He's a friend of mine. Oh, very good.
I can't wait to get home, honestly.
Good luck, everybody. Nice playing with you. Nice playing with y'all.
Good, yeah. Good luck tomorrow. It was very nice.
Yeah, exhausted but super happy.
Good night. Good luck tomorrow.
I'm gonna use this time to reply to messages now so that when I get home, I can just relax and send a quick update to friends who've been asking. And then put the phone down and focus on resting. I'm gonna need it. Tomorrow's gonna be another long day.
Nivel de destrucción ha pasado.
This walk home is gonna do me a world of good, getting some fresh air so I can focus on resting afterwards. Tomorrow is an important day. I haven't made day 5 of the main event since 2009, which was my first time playing it, and now, wow, what a thrill. That's when everything changed. But anyway, I shouldn't get ahead of myself now. I have to take it day by day, hand by hand. Tomorrow my goal is really to play without expectations, with enthusiasm but no expectations, giving my best on every hand and enjoying it as much as possible. Honestly, I realize I play much better when I'm enjoying myself.
We had a great time too, Leo. A very satisfying end to the day, marked by 2 sets, sharp decisions, and a stack that gradually rebuilt itself. After 4 days of battle, only 522 players remain in the main event, barely 5% of the original field. The road is still long, but with a stack back above 40 big blinds, you can look ahead with greater calm. We'll be right there with you for the rest of your journey in the next episode of Inside the Mind of a Pro.